How old are you?
12.
12? How tall are you, Dustin?
6'1".
6'1". It's a long boy. Dustin, what grade are you in?
7.
7?
Yeah.
And what sports do you do?
Basketball and football.
What position do you play?
And what?
Both.
I play wide receiver in football. I play power forward and basketball.
You think you're any good?
Yeah.
How good?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm about a 10.
About a 10. You're
Yeah.
pretty confident.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
In school, what subjects would you say you're best at?
My best subject would probably have to be language arts and like reading and writing.
Okay, Carly?
I'd also have to say language arts because I don't know, I just think that's what I succeed in.
Okay. What subjects do you guys think you're least good at?
I would definitely say the one that I'm like the least good at and one that like I'm not really excited to go to is science.
Okay, Carly?
I'd have to say math. I don't know, it's just a lot to process in my brain, but I still try to give it my 100%.
Do you have a cell phone?
Yeah.
About what age did you get your first cell phone?
I have to say about at least about 10, 11.
10 or 11?
Yeah.
So it was about maybe a year or two ago, not too long ago.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so what do you do on your cell phone?
Text people, play games and stuff.
Do you text a lot of people? Like, do you have a lot of friends that you text?
Yeah.
Wow, so do you have anything like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or?
I got an Instagram, Snapchat, Kick. No, something basic.
Okay.
Something basic.
So do you have a lot of friends
Yeah.
on your social media?
Yeah.
Okay. So did anyone have to teach you how to use your cell phone, or what did you do? Did you just?
I know on my own.
All right. So how are you motivated to achieve your academic goals?
My motivation is my mother. My motivation is kind of being scared to fail my mother or my family.
Okay. Now, did you always feel like this? Were you more engaged in sports, or was it always school for you?
It was sports. As now it starts to become school as a lesson learned in life that school comes first in sports.
Okay.
In class, would you say that you participate a lot? Do you answer questions when teachers ask you questions?
Yeah, usually I'm like one of the first few people to raise my hand and like I'm really quick at answering questions that they have.
Do you take notes?
Yeah.
A lot of notes?
I take a lot of notes and I like detail them out and like sometimes I like color code them and stuff just because like I like to be organized.
Carly, do you answer questions in class?
Yeah, I definitely do because I answer them to like help other kids too because some kids are really shy and they don't want to answer questions or even ask questions, so I'm always asking questions.
Do you take notes?
Yes, I definitely take notes because that's one of the things that's helped me when it comes to studying for like quizzes and tests, and so like I can
So,
review those notes.
Gil, in regards to the sense of self, how do you feel about yourself?
I feel pretty confident in myself.
Have you always felt this way?
Not all the time. I used to have lack of confidence in myself, and as I gotten older, I feel like I've gotten to growing more confidence in myself.
Was there a specific reason why, or is it just with age?
With age, I felt like I wasn't ready at a point in time in my life, and as I started getting more mature, I feel like my confidence level boosted.
In your close group of friends, how many girls would you say are in your group?
I'd say including me about like 5. I don't really have that many friends because I don't really want to get distracted with drama and all that.
Okay. If there's a problem in the group, how do you address it?
Because we are like such a small group and like we trust each other a lot. Like, we usually don't have a lot of issues. It's usually just, like, silly things. But we obviously, like, all talk about it. Like, we'll definitely talk about it. Like, we don't ever ignore each other because our group is so small. Like, we care about each other a lot. So it has to be fixed. Whether we want to ignore the situation or not, it always gets solved.
So, how can you tell if Carly is upset?
Usually when Carly's upset, like, she won't talk. Like, she'll cross her hands or, like, do something with her eyes or just, like, talk in a different way or, like, go like this with her hands or something like that.
So it's pretty clear to you when Carly's upset.
Oh, yeah.
So, how did you make friends?
I made friends by pretty much going outside, playing with the kids at the park. Whoever had a football, baseball, or basketball, we became friends.
Okay. So, when making these friends, did you see yourself as aggressive or competitive?
I was aggressive. I wasn't afraid to get in dirt, roll around, get bruises or cuts.
Do you ever feel restless, or have you ever disrupted the class?
No, I'm usually, like, one of the girls that, like, one of the few, like, out of the class, like, actually pays attention and, like, is really there to learn.
Doesn't want to get in trouble?
Yeah, I definitely, like, I've never gotten in trouble in any of my classes.
Do you disrupt class at all?
No, I never do. And it's pretty distracting when other people do, so I would never want to be.
What kind of student are you? How do you see yourself in the classroom?
Pretty good student.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
So, do you talk a lot in class without being called on? Be honest.
About a little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit.
What is it? Is it just something that you have to say, or is it just being funny?
A little bit of both.
Okay. So, have you ever gotten in trouble for talking in class?
I mean, about like once or twice.
About once or twice? Okay.
So Carly, have you thought at all about what you want to do after high school?
I've definitely taken it into consideration. I'm thinking about colleges because I want to know what I'm going to do in my future.
Do you have any ideas? So you do want to go to college?
Yes.
For sure?
Yes.
Okay. Anna?
I definitely want to go to college. Like, I want a good career. Like, I want to go somewhere in life. I not just want to, like, drop school after I get right out of high school.
So do you guys both plan on going straight to college right after high school?
Yeah.
And do you guys have any interests that you may want to do after high school, or what kind of career do you want to follow?
I really want to be a pediatrician.
I'm still looking, but I've kind of, like, become fond of astronomy.
That's interesting.
What do you want to be when you grow up, and why?
I'll have to say either in the NBA
Okay.
or in the NFL because, you know, you get to make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
You get to do a lot of big things. Famous. People want your autograph.
Yeah.
So you can do a lot.
Okay. So you're shooting for NBA or NFL.